Come on, guys, you already know what it is. It is I, your host, Simon Omushore, and this is Vice Versa Live. And it is good to be back. Back here, back with you guys, back posting content, and back in the mix of things. It's been a while, and yeah, I've had issues. I've had issues technically that's prevented me from connecting with you guys. But the day has come to an end, and I'm here with more stuff, more work, and I'm here to share a fantastic message that I know will not only change your life in this area of finding work, but more so changing other areas where this issue is also affected. So, if you didn't know, get to know. Let's go! So, what exactly am I talking about? There is one word that has an impact like no other word. And it happened from when we was a kid to where we are now. And it is the word no. 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 And no is a very, very interesting word. I think it's a very, very interesting word because I find that most people do not know how to process no. And a lot of the time when you hear no, you carry it. And you carry the rejection as though people are rejecting you. And I think for myself, one of the things that I've identified is no has actually got nothing to do with the other person who is saying it to you, because the reality is they're in their full remit to say that to you. And that's their place. I find that no has more to do with you, and I'm talking to myself, than it does about them. So, for example, for me, I think one of the biggest things that I've learned about the word no is when I've done business and when I've potentially spoken to clients and when they've declined my services, I found that in myself, I've taken it personally. And I'm like, oh, I feel it. And then I get like, I'm really like dejected and really upset about it. Very similar to when I would create a piece of work or an art and you're looking for outside validation. And then when you don't get it, you get disheartened. But in the process of you making it, you're fully engaged and you're fully engrossed in what you've created. And I think to myself, in that same process, why do I need outside validation? Because when I was creating it, I didn't need any outside validation, because in that creative process, I'm like, this is good. So in the same light, when somebody said no to me, I would feel it. But then what I decided to do was analyze my own behavior. And in this video, I want to try and give you the tools on how to use no constructively. That's what I'm going to title this video. How to use no constructively. Now, number one is actually asking yourself, why is no so hard? Because a lot of the time, like I've said, no, you just harmonize it. And that's not what should happen. What should happen is, why do I feel, or what am I feeling in response to that no? Because you're going to feel something. Whether it's good or bad, you're going to feel something. What you're going to have to do is, what do you do with once you've heard that? And once you've heard that no, and then you've tried to understand it. So whether it is rejection, whether it is a feeling of not being wanted or valued, once you're able to understand those feelings and you're able to bring it to light, I think it is one of the best ways where you can separate yourself from it and not let it be a weight or a burden or a shame on you that confines you to its prison. That is what will happen if you don't ask yourself why. And you got to get used to it, and you got to get uncomfortable with being comfortable with that feeling. Because once you do that, then you can move on to the next part. And the next part is where do you put it? Because the no has to go somewhere. The no can't just be, oh, I've just heard no and I feel like this and that's it. No. Because again, that will only confine you to its prison. You need to then put it constructively somewhere. So, for example, me, if someone says no to me in regards to some of the services that I offer, it doesn't mean that they're rejecting me, because a lot of the time the clients that I'm trying to engage with, they don't know me. In the same way, if you're looking for a job or you have a desire to be with a woman or a guy or whatever it is that you're going for, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are rejecting you. There could be a whole range of factors as to why they are saying no. What you have to understand is, especially when it's around work or whether for me it's business, that it really is just business. It's got nothing to do with my feelings. It's to do with, is my services of benefit to them? Is it of use for them right now? Do they actually need it right now? Or am I the best person that they feel right now? These are warranted questions. And I can't then take it personally like, oh, they don't like me, they don't do this, they don't like. That's irrational thinking. And you want to stay away from irrational thinking, because again, that will eventually lead you around the mountain and confine you to a prison. You want to be able to use that to be like, okay, well, if they don't want to use me now, maybe that's just for now. You put it in that box. Or maybe my services needs improvement, so I'll put it in that box. Or maybe it is that I need to go and upskill myself in how I'm presenting, or so forth. But there are boxes where you can put it in, and then you can do the other part. But again, you have to, 1, acknowledge why. Number 2, put it constructively into a box of where it belongs, because every no has its place. That's number 2. Every no has its place, but you need to know what place it belongs to. And the third one is more important than the other 2, but you need the other 2 to get to number 3. And number 3 is you have to move on. You cannot stay where you are with the no, because what will happen is the more no's you hear, the more inward, the more your head, the more your posture will conform to all of those things, and you're carrying things that you should never be carrying in the first place. You have to take that stuff off you so that you can be able to stand and you can be able to move forward effectively and efficiently, because that's the only way when change can happen. You cannot change if you stay where you are. You cannot change if you're not constructive enough to look at what has happened, what is happening, and what you need to do to get to somewhere else. But in order for you to do that, you have to do the other steps. And that's not just in this area, that's in every area of your life. You have to be able to acknowledge what's happened, take accountability for what's happened. Then you need to be able to where are all these things gonna go? Once you know where all of the things are gonna go, then you know, okay, I'm ready to move forward. Because what you cannot do is stay where you are, because if you stay where you are, you cannot grow. There is no movement in you staying where you are. You can only die where you are, and that's not what you want. And you need to go through it. You've got to go through the no's. because essentially going through the no's is going to allow you to see yourself constructively. It's going to allow you to work on yourself, but it's going to allow you to become that which you intended to become. So take the no's, listen to the no's, understand why you feel what you feel, put the no's where you should put the no's, and move forward. Friends, move forward. If you know this has helped you, and you know that in the same way you've come across my content, guys, help your network, help your friends, and share this video, because this video is not only going to help you in the area of finding work, but it's also going to help you in every other facet of your life. So the best thing you could do is pass it on and help a friend. If you haven't done so already, please like it. I've already told you to share it, and subscribe to Vice Versa Talent. It's been an honor to share with you guys. Please drop some comments, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next video. Come on, you already know. Let's go!